Something we have to face as people is, although we have free will, we don't have complete sense of control. And it sucks, I know. But what sucks even more is that people have started using the term everything happens for a reason to kind of validate negative things that happen in their lives, which I think is just a load of shit. Someone got abused during their childhood to make them a stronger individual, and they're who they are today because of that. That is just a load of shit. Okay, I hate that so much. I'm sorry. Children are dying every day over in Gaza, for an example, because everything happens for a reason. Okay? People aren't getting abused throughout childhood because everything happens for a reason. Okay? Things happen because they happen. Full stop. It's great and all to try look at a positive to a negative situation, but there comes a fine line where it's just very brutally unfair to say this phrase to people, especially when, I don't know, someone who's quite young loses their parents. Why? What was the point of that? That happened for a reason? Are you fucking serious? No, it didn't. And what I hate even more is that people have used trauma or negative experiences they have faced, and they have kind of said, well, you know what? I wouldn't be who I am today if that didn't happen to me. No, that's not who you are today. The reason why you are who you are today is because of you. And there is no other thing to fucking appreciate but yourself. You are who you are today because of you. Full stop. Not because of trauma, not because of this, not because of that. Because you went through life and experienced it and came out the same person. Before trauma, you're the same person. After, you are the same person who went through that trauma. Okay? I get it. We all want to feel a sense of control. But it's just not it. I think it's a load of shit to try say that a negative thing happening in life is supposed to happen when it just isn't. And I get it. We want to make things positive. We want to feel like there's a positive to this shithole we just went through. But something we need to understand is sometimes there is no positive to bullshit. Sometimes you get fucked. And it's just how it is. You feel a bit shit for yourself. And you move on with life. Because there's lows and highs to this shit. People love control. And I see why it feels nice to think this way. And to think that this happened so you are who you are today, or so you got to where you are in life. It just isn't. I don't think so anyway. And I actually learned a lot more about this control thing in risk class, surprisingly enough, when my teacher said, and this really pissed me off, by the way, but my teacher said that everyone believes, people who believe in conspiracy theories want to feel a sense of control. And at first I was like, fuck off. That's a load of shit. I love conspiracy theories, and I don't think I'm a person who wants sense, or, a sense of control, when in actual reality I do. And everyone does. Everyone wants to feel like they know what's going on. It's more comfortable. And that's why so much people believe everything happens for a reason, because it's a comforting thought. But I'm here to say it's absolute shit, and I think it's a very unfair thing to say. To say that you are who you are today because you went through something awful is just completely unfair. You are who you are today because of you. There's nothing else to appreciate or give yourself a pat on the back. Not trauma, nothing but yourself.